put something heavy or neat.
Well, hi, Elaine. How are you?
What?
You want to do my speech? Coś to takie wykupiła. O, ale chodziła być tak. A ty wiesz, my się musimy spotkać jeszcze, bo zanim pojedziecie, bo... Może 2 minuty.
Witamy Państwo. Welcome everyone to our celebration for the official National Pulaski Day, the 86th anniversary of our club, as well as the 75th anniversary of the building where the cornerstone was placed in 1950. I would like to paraphrase the history of our club that was originally recorded by the first secretary and historian, Mrs. Henrietta Nemesek. Her parents were the founders of this particular club. She is joined today by her daughter, her grandsons, and their spouses. So we welcome them to be a part of our celebration. Our cultural center started with humble beginnings. 4 friends met in May of 1939 to discuss ways in which to bring together other Polish-American families for companionship and a desire to carry on the traditions of Poland. A group of 13 charter members poured through the Phoenix phone books looking for recognizable Polish surnames to invite them to join the club. They voted to name the club after General Casimir Pulaski, the Polish-American hero who fought for freedom in Poland and in America. They met at various locations in Phoenix and charged 25 cents for monthly dues to start a building fund. Their dreams came true in 1948 when the then club vice president, Eugene Wesołowski, negotiated the purchase of the 3 lots on which we now stand. As a lawyer and a real estate agent, he prepared the legal documents to incorporate the club under the ownership of the Pulaski Club of Arizona. Through personal loans from members, as well as help from then Arizona Senator Carl Hayden, they were able to purchase building materials and construction began. During the initial years of the building, members started a Polish relief fund to help Polish refugees in Mexico, as well as funding a school and a hospital in Scotland, as well as a funeral fund for the deceased members of the club. Throughout the 1950s, the interior of the building was completed and various events were held so that we could continue raising funds for various projects. In 1965, the Pulaski Polonaise dancers were formed under the direction of Eugenia Serafin, and they performed in multiple valley and statewide cultural events. Also, the club was proud to start the Chopin Choir, the Paderewski Choral Society. By 1975, the club also had a Pinochle Club, a bingo night, hosted Bobby Vinton in concert, and participated in the Hello Phoenix, as well as the Scottsdale Festival of Nations and Motorola's Ethnic Day to celebrate, and held other fundraising events for the Jerry Lewis National Telethon. Our club made a generous donation toward the bust of Nicholas Copernicus, which is currently located in the Science Building of Arizona State University. A proclamation by Governor Jack Williams dedicated February 19th as Copernicus Day, and at the same time, President Nixon made a proclamation that declared October 11th, which is today, as Pulaski Day. During the 1980s, the club underwent major renovations in preparations for its 50th anniversary. And again, in the late 1990s, the club was revamped again in time for its 65th anniversary. In the last 10 years, the club has gone multiple upgrades to our kitchen and the bar equipment at the cost of more than $15,000. We resurfaced the parking lot at a cost of $11,000. We had to replace 4 air conditioning units recently at a cost of $28,000. We had to have the roofing done together with metal awnings at a cost of $16,000. And this past week, we had to foam the roof because, as many of you may know, we had a leak here last week from the roof, which cost us $6,600. So we've been also diligently working on our website and our Facebook presence. It is important to mention that the funding for all of these renovations, as well as renovations that have happened recently, have come from fundraising events, as well as donations from our generous members of this club. We have strived to be a flourishing cultural center, owned by its members, managed by the board of directors, and supported by the members of the club, without whom we could not function. Throughout our history, we have solely been dependent on volunteers to meet the needs of maintaining and operating this club, for which we consider ourselves very blessed. We are proud of our accomplishments and look to the future so that we may continue to be an integral part of the Polish-American community, sponsoring events that reflect our heritage and customs. Like Poland, this club, through various adversities and hard times, has survived and continues to serve our local populace. 100 lat, as we salute this noble hero's namesake, the Pulaski Club of Arizona. Thank you again.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mary Casales, and I am currently the first president. I'm best president and currently the first vice president of this organization. As Kaja presented to you history of this club in English, I would like to address our Polish-speaking guests. So, z wielką radością witam Państwa na naszej uroczystości 75-lecia tego budynku, naszego Centrum Polskiej Kultury Phoenix, jakim jest Pulaski Klub. Organizacja tego klubu powstała w 1986 roku, tuż przez wybuch II wojny światowej, oparta na głębokim patriotyzmie i chęci czyszczenia się polską kulturą. Założyciele przez 11 lat skupili się na zbieraniu członków i funduszy na zakupienie stałego miejsca spotkania. Zakupili obecny teren za miastem i w roku 1950 zaczęli budowanie budynku, w którym się znajdujemy dzisiaj. Jesteśmy wdzięczni za ich monumentalność, osiągnięcia i obowiązek kontynuowania ich pracy dla przyszłych pokoleń. Będąc członkiem i dyrektorem klubu Pulaskiego od 2001 roku, sama doświadczyłam trudności i kłopotów związanych z utrzymaniem oraz odnawianiem budynku i kontynuowaniem działalności organizacji. w dużej mierze korzystamy z ochotnej pracy członków i zarządu, ulepszając i utrzymywać stan tego budynku, statku po jego założycieli. Jesteśmy dumni z dotychczasowych osiągnięć, licznych imprez roczniowych i polonijnych. Organizujemy w każdy rok Dzień Kazimierza Pułaskiego 11 października, Dzień Konstytucji 3 maja, także święta wielkanocne i Bożego Narodzenia. Korzystając z okazji, chcę podziękować wszystkim obecnym i dawnym członkom zarządu za ich czas, poświęcenie i zdolność w kontynuowaniu działalności klubowej. Dziękuję również członkom, sponsorom i organizacjom polonijnym za długoletnie wsparcie naszej działalności. Kończąc, zapraszam wszystkich do członkostwa, a także na wszystkie nasze imprezy organizowane tu w Klubie Pułaskim. Dziękuję Wam, że jesteście dzisiaj z nami i życzę Wam wspaniałego wieczoru i naszego programu. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say a few words in English. As our president presented a great history of our facility, I would like to just add that our officers and directors consist of volunteers with determination and confidence in our common future. I take this opportunity to extend sincere thank you and appreciation to all members serving on our executive committee, board of directors, and standing committees, past and present. We stand determined to keep alive inheritance of our founders and continue serving our Polish and Polish-American community. Thank you as well to our patrons, sponsors, our Polish organizations, and Polonia and Arizona for continued support as we move this organization into the future. Thank you once again for being with us today, and please join us as members and join us at all our future events. Enjoy the afternoon and our program. God bless you, God bless the Pulaski Club, and God bless United States of America. Thank you. Let me introduce one of our very valuable board of directors, Mr. Maciej Duszyński. Would like to say a few words.
Thank you so much. Ja może, proszę Państwa, troszkę po polsku dla naszej polskiej agencji. Ja bym chciał zaprosić wszystkie nasze panie, które pracują przez lata dla tego klubu, których tak naprawdę nigdy nie widać w tej pierwszej linii, które pracują tu latami. Chcielibyśmy im wszyscy mocno podziękować za trud, który wkładają w tą pracę. Także zapraszam wszystkie panie nasze tutaj, panią prezydent Kazię Tysiąc, panią Halinę Kosiński, panią Marię Kisielus, Zosię Gacek, panią Basię Komar, Grażynkę Bienias, Gienię Bochenek, panią Marysię Kuźmin. Dzisiaj niestety nie ma z nami panią Marię Wojtus, panią Stelę Wojski, panią Irenę Kozłowską, Halinę Szef i panią Magdę Ola. Chcielibyśmy Panie uhonorować I would say a few words in English. We'd like to really say thank you for their hard work they're doing for this club. And please don't forget, this club belongs to us as a Polish community. And those people, they're doing this hard work for you, for all of us. Thank you. A teraz zapraszamy na krótką część artystyczną naszego najlepszego, najmłodszego zespołu Białe Góry i oddaję głos.
Dobry wieczór. Good evening. W imieniu zespołu Białe Góry jest dla nas wielkim zaszczytem i radością być tutaj dzisiaj, aby świętować 75. rocznicę klubu Pulaskiego w Arizonie i Polskiego Ośrodku Kultury. 75 lat pielęgnowania i celebrowania polskiego dziedzictwa w Arizonie to niezwykły jubileusz i jesteśmy ogromnie wdzięczni za zaproszenie, by dzielić ten wieczór razem z Wami. Nasz zespół Białe Góry tworzy młodzi ludzie, którzy z oddaniem dbają o to, aby bogate tradycje polskich górali wciąż żyły. Poprzez muzykę, śpiew i taniec chcemy przybliżyć Wam trochę tego góralskiego ducha. Jednocześnie oddając hołd pokoleniom, które były przed nami i zbudowały mocne fundamenty kulturowe, z których dziś wszyscy korzystamy. On behalf of the Białe Góry Arizona Polish Highlanders Youth Group, it is our great honor and joy to be here tonight at the 75th anniversary of the Pulaski Club of Arizona and Polish Cultural Center. 75 years of preserving and celebrating Polish heritage in Arizona is a remarkable milestone. The Pulaski Club has provided a home where our traditions, language, and community spirit can thrive. And we are deeply grateful for the invitation to share this evening with you. Our group, Białe Góry, is made up of young musicians, singers, and dancers who are dedicated to keeping alive the rich traditions of the Polish Highlanders. Through music, song, and dance, we hope to bring you a taste of the spirit while honoring generations who came before us and build the strong cultural foundation we enjoy today. To underline the significance of this special anniversary, our performance will begin with the national anthem of the U.S. and then move on to Mazurek Dąbrowskiego, the Polish national anthem. We invite you to join us in honoring both Poland and the generations who built this community here in Arizona. Please stand for the national anthem.
specjalną wiadomość od pani konsul z Los Angeles i zapraszam pana Tomasza Niemieckiego z Kongresu Polonii Amerykańskiej tutaj do nas.
Good evening. I want to read a letter that we received from the Consul General of the Republic of Poland. Los Angeles, October 10, 2025. Dear President, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to Pulaski Club AZ on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of your Polish Cultural Center and the wonderful community life and activities it has hosted throughout the years. This is not only a celebration of mere building of bricks and mortar, but also a testament to the lasting and enduring spirit of the Polish-American community in Arizona. Since its founding, Pulaski Club AZ has been much more than a meeting place. It has stood as a vibrant cultural center where traditions are preserved, friendships are nurtured, and Polish heritage is proudly shared with future generations. Your continued commitment to promoting Polish culture, history, and values is truly inspiring, and it reflects the vision and dedication of all those who built, supported, and sustained the club over the numerous decades. As you gather to celebrate this important milestone, I wish you joyful and memorable festivities. May the 75th anniversary be the time of honoring your accomplishments, gratitude for your heritage, and hope for the even brighter future. Thank you for remembering that it's a great pride to be Polish. 100 lat I więcej. Paulina Kapuściński, Consul General, Republic of Poland.
So much. It has been a wonderful presentation. We're very proud to see our young generation carrying on all the traditions that we have in Poland. We, as the Pulaski Club of Arizona and all of its members, would like to extend a donation to the group. I'm not sure where it is at the moment. We would like to extend a donation to help to go toward the cost of your uniforms and to further your program. Thank you so much for your involvement. Thank you so much. Thank you, I really appreciate it.
Dziękujemy bardzo. Widzicie, dzieci nasze tańczą dopiero 10 miesięcy może. Także jesteśmy nową grupą. Tak, od stycznia zaczęliśmy robić próby, także przeprosimy, jakby komuś coś nie wyszło, ale dopiero się uczymy. Dziękujemy bardzo. I dziękujemy klubu Pulaskiemu za donację.
Proszę Państwa, było to krótkie sprawozdanie z dużego wydarzenia Pulaski Club, które odbyło się właśnie dzisiaj. Był występ zespołu Białe Góry, który zadebiutował na ostatnim 20. festiwalu, więc młody zespół, ale cała przyszłość przed nim. Pyszne jedzenie, przekąski, świetne towarzystwo, dużo ludzi. Oby takich imprez było więcej, czego życzę całej Polonii, a głównie Pulaski Club. Dziękuję, do zobaczenia.